So we're going to move on to something that you probably got in your bathroom, maybe your living room, maybe just in your hallway. The haunted mirrors. Those slabs of glass that you have that just they reflect your face and maybe something else standing behind you. Like you're looking into the mirror and you feel like there's somebody standing behind you, but you can't.
Oh, that's kind of spooky. However, I have heard of, trapping spirits into mirrors. If that's the case, then that will sort of be sort of the ghost in the mirror or whatever.
We're going to talk about mirrors as maybe a portal. And for centuries, mirrors have been more than just a tool to check out your hair, of course. Well, they've been symbols of your soul because you can see your reflection in there, of course.
When somebody dies, they always cover up the mirrors in the house for a certain length of time. And I think that has something to do with so that their soul doesn't go into the mirror or something like
in the house or the closet. It's so the soul wouldn't get trapped inside.
We see is some sort of portal. So no wonder
it's a black mirror. It's a black mirror. Mirrors carry apparently a lot of energy.
What spirits like to manifest in there, so it must be it.
Oh, I totally agree. Well, it's from way back in Victoria, England, to the old Appalachian folklore, mirrors were said to be doorways between the world. And if you gaze too long into one, especially by candlelight, you might not like who gazes. And again, going back to this black mirror that we carry in our pockets, you gaze in it too long, what happens? You lose time. You lose yourself inside that phone. Stare at my phone long enough and all of a sudden, holy cow.
It irritates me sometimes, but if we stare into too long, can our consciousness somehow sort of get lost, like trapped?
Scientists have looked into this, and they've said that if you look into your reflection for too long of a period, your brain will distort the image. Your face starts to shift, morph, and move. Yeah. They said it holds the spirits of Sarah Woodruff and her children who were poisoned in the 1800s. Visitors claim to see handprints that won't wipe off and faces behind the glass, and even figures walking within the reflection that don't exist in the room, which is kind of eerie. An antique mirror could have absorbed decades of life and death around it. Once hung in a house of sorrow and violence, it might echo the energy forever. No wonder why they say don't break a mirror, you'll have 7 years bad luck. You look into it, it feels like the reflection isn't quite following you, like it's a half a second behind you. Even skeptics can't explain why certain mirrors consistently spook multiple people over generations. Or is that mirror holding some sort of energy from the past or a spirit?
Well, like you said, there is such a thing as trapping spirits in there. So don't be surprised, that you're going to come across some of them that, for some reason the spirit can't leave. There's a reason why about the mirrors. I'm thinking too back when photography came about. They thought that they would capture your soul or something like that. What if we lose a little bit of our soul every time a photo is taken of us? With all these selfies and what we're doing on the day